Hey guys, it's Caitlin. So today I'm going to show you this tutorial. It's not really looking so great on camera. It's looking more orangey, but it's definitely more red. The eyeshadow colors are, so I'm going to insert a few pictures right here so you can kind of see more of like what it looks like in the sunlight, because I'm definitely filming with artificial lighting right now. So I did use the JaclynHill palette for this eye look. I'm sure you guys have seen like a million tutorials on this already. Okay guys, so if you want to see a tutorial on this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I've already primed my skin. I washed it, put some serum on, and then put my primer on. The primer that I used is the Touch in Soul No Pore-blem primer. I really like this stuff. It's really good at filling in the pores before you put your foundation on. And the first thing that I'm going to do is apply this Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Liquid. And this is in the color, I don't know how to pronounce this, Prosecco Pop. But I'm just going to apply that straight to my face under the foundation. I'm not going to use too much, because this stuff goes a long way and it makes you look like super like just glowy, and it looks really nice under foundation. That's why I like using it. So I'm just going to use this kind of like round topped kabuki-ish brush, and I'm just going to blend that all over the skin. So now you can see that there's just like a really nice, like kind of natural looking glow to the skin, and that's what I want to go for in this look. So I'm going to mix two foundations today. I'm mixing the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. This is in the color 710 Classic Ivory. This is a little bit too dark for me, which is why I've been mixing it with the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. I'm not oily anymore, but I do still like this foundation, and this is in the color 110 Porcelain, which is a little light for me, so mixing the two together is working really well for me. We're going to do 2 pumps of the CoverGirl, and then the thing that I don't like about this Maybelline foundation is that it doesn't have a pump, and it's very liquidy, so it comes out really fast. So I'm just going to use a little bit of that. You can see the Maybelline is the lighter color. And then I'm going to mix those together with a, nice hands. I'm going to mix those together with an Eco Tools concealer brush. And then apply it in dots straight to my face. And what I'm going to use to blend this foundation into my skin is the MorpheXJ6 brush. And this is just a flat foundation brush. It's just like rounded at the end. I'm just going to build this foundation up in the places that I need it. So that would be right here. And just the places that like didn't really cover that well the first time. My nose is awfully red right now as well also. So I'm going to put it over that, and then I'm going to put it over my eyes, just as kind of a base for when I do the eyeshadow. So now I'm going to go in with concealer and conceal these dark under eyes. I'm going to do the Tarte Shape Tape in the color Fair Beige and the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the color Light Neutral. I'm going to use the Tarte right here, kind of like onto the lid a little bit, and then just right here where all that darkness is. And then right down the center of my nose. A little bit of this stuff, that was funny. A little bit of this stuff goes a long way. If you haven't used this yet, definitely keep that in mind, because the first time you use it, you might like pack it on like your other concealers, and you'd be like, oh my goodness. So the other concealer I'm going to go in and just kind of connect that and then sort of highlight my cheekbones. I'm going to go in and blend this out with a little beauty sponge. Go in with the Coty Airspun powder in the color Translucent and just set my under eyes right where they would crease. And I like using this little sponge because it has that rounded edge and you can really get like right up in the crease of your eye. But now I'm going to take the flat side of this and I'm going to go in with that same powder, and just to like kind of make a guideline for where my eyeshadow is going to go. I'm going to go right here and just make a little barrier because I kind of want my eyeshadow to like wing out, and this will prevent it from like getting on the face makeup and messing anything up. I'm going to go in and just kind of clean up just right here. See where that's like creasing a little bit from where I haven't set it yet? I'm just going to kind of smooth that out just with my fingers. And then I'm going to go in with that same powder, the loose powder, and then just set all over my lid. For the eyeshadow, I'm mainly going to go in with this bad boy, the Jaclyn Hill palette. This is by far my favorite palette that I own. Their selection, can't get it open, is glorious, and I love a warm eye, especially for the fall time. I love doing like oranges and reds and everything, so I'm really into this palette. I'm going to go in with the Pure Soiree Diaries palette, and I'm going to take this color right here. It's called Gala. I don't know how you really pronounce that, but I'm just going to use this as my transition shade. And I'm using this on a Morphe M576, and this is just like a long tapered brush. So I've kind of brought that up a little for, but once I put the other shadows on, I might even have to bring it up farther. I have like a lot of space between my eye and my like eyebrow, so I have a lot of space to work with. I'm going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to go in with these two colors right here. So it's this bright orangey red and then this like weird like greenish brown almost. And I'm going to tap into the red shade first, then a little into this color, this one, and then this one. I'm just going to tap that off and then apply it into the crease. And I'm sort of going to blend this up into that transition color. Forgot to mention, but this is a BH Cosmetics, just a short, like, round tapered brush that I'm using for this color. Now I'm going to go in and mix this shade here with this shade here and a little bit of this one here. So it's like this dark maroon, this kind of like lighter. This is like a red tinge to it. It's not really picking up on camera. And this one is just like a darker version of this one. Now I'm going to pick the three of those up together on the Morphe M578. And this is just a small, short, like blender brush. I'm just going to pack that color right here on the outer V. Now to blend that color out and like into the rest of it, I'm going to use this color, I'm going to use this brush from BH Cosmetics, and this is just like a flat, it's kind of like winged out a little bit, I reckon, but it's like flat on the top and like square. So I'm going to use that and just use like the wide side towards my crease instead of like using it like this to where the short part's like in my crease. I'm going to blend it out onto my crease. So if you wanted to, you could totally leave it like this and do like an all over matte look. You could do like maybe like a matte cream on the eyelid and then it would be like all put together. You could totally leave it like this, but I'm going to go one step further and I'm going to go in with this like shimmer color here that's right by the bright red that I used earlier. And I'm going to pack that on this, like basically like the middle of my eyelid. And I'm just going to use a flat BH Cosmetics eyeshadow brush for this. That just gives the lid just a little bit of shimmer. For like this inner like third, I guess, of the lid, I'm going to go in with another shimmer from the palette, and I'm going to use this color with a little bit of this one, which this one's more pinky, and this one is more like a taupe color. I'm going to go back in with that same brush in that red-orange color, and just sort of blend those two together. So now it's time for the fun part, which is the inner corner highlight and the brow bone highlight. Oh, and with this flat, I guess it's like a lip brush, but I use it for inner corner highlight. And I'm going to take this very first shade in the palette, and I'm just going to highlight the inner corner. This color is great if you like just a blinding inner corner highlight, like it really makes your eyes pop. And then I'm also going to use that color on like the brow bone, but I want this crease to come a little farther up, so I'm going to go back in with the Soiree Diaries, the Gala color. And I'm going to take this fluffy Eco Tools eyebrow. I almost said eyebrow. It's an eyeshadow brush. And I'm just going to highlight that brow bone. I'm going to set the rest of my face. I'm going to go and wipe away that baking first. And then see how it just leaves like a clean line. I love that. Just like get this product out of my brows. I'm just going to brush through them really quickly. And you can use any spoolie to brush out your eyebrows. I'm just using the BH Cosmetics like dual-sided one. I'm going to go in with bronzer, and I'm using my favorite bronzer today, which is the Rimmel Natural Bronzer. And this is in the color 021 Sunlight. I'm just using an e.l.f. Flawless Face Brush. And this is just like a big fluffy powder brush. Then I'm going to go in with the Luxie Precision Foundation Brush. This is just like a tapered face brush. And I'm going to dip that into the bronzer and then just kind of contour my nose a little bit. For blush, I'm going to go in with this Pacifica Coconut Blush Duo. And I'm going to use the red, like mauve tone blush. And I'm just using a BH Cosmetics Angled Blush Brush for this. I don't wear too much blush, so I'm going to do like kind of a natural looking, just a little flush of color. The next part is the fun part, which is highlighter. I'm going in with this Colourpop. This is the Super Shock Cheek in the color Smoke and Whistles. And it's like, oh, it's so blinding. It's just like a very pretty, like pearlescent shimmer color. And I'm just going to apply that right to my cheeks. And then sort of blend it out. So now that the face is done, I'm going to go in and do the bottom lash line. I'm going to take a flat definer brush, and I'm going to take this bright orange and this color beside it that I used earlier, and I'm just going to push that up against the lower lash line. I'm going to take the e.l.f. Professional Eye Crease brush, which is just like this really small tapered brush, and I'm going to take a mixture of this dark brown color and this color beside it that we used earlier. Mix those pretty well, and then I'm going to smudge that to blend that bottom color out. My brows have been like pretty full lately, and I don't really need to fill them in. There's just like a little tiny sparse area here. But other than that, they're pretty grown in, so I haven't like been going in with a pomade or like a pencil or anything. I've just been using this Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer in the color medium brown, just to give them like a little bit more color and a little bit more like filling in. Okay, so now I'm just going to kind of brush that volumizer through my brows. And then that's it. That's all I've been doing. So for mascara, I can't find the one that I like normally use. So I'm going to use the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. So this is it for the eyes. I'm going to use this color here, and this is the Colourpop Ultra Blotted Lip in the color Cherry on top. Okay, so this is it for the final look. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye!